Hello folks, so we have another grammar question on the board and we really need to do justice to it just like we did for the previous. And that said, instructions, like I always say, very paramount. What grammatical name is given to the highlighted expression? What grammatical name is given to the highlighted expression? Now this is our expression and we have what has been highlighted in the expression itself. So our expression goes thus: she left because she was tired. She left because she was tired. And what is highlighted? Because she was tired. So let's go over to our options. 4 possible answers. Option E says the noun clause. Option B, an adjectival clause. Option C, an adverbial phrase. And finally, for option D, an adverbial clause. So which of these is correct? Okay. All right. Good. Now let's find out. Okay. Now if you look at the expression itself, that is what has been highlighted, you'll find that it begins with a relative adverb in because. And this particular type of adverb is one of reason. That is an adverb of reason. So that said, the next thing we need to consider is if the highlighted expression is either a phrase or a clause. And I've talked about this in my previous videos. So what is a phrase? Group of words that does not contain a finite verb. And because it does not contain a finite verb, it is unable to make a complete idea, sense, thought, or expression. How about a clause? A clause is a group of words that does contain a finite verb. And because it contains a finite verb, it may or may not make a complete sense, idea, thought, or expression. So a clause contains a finite verb. So if you look at this, you find that there is a verb in the build-up, right? And the verb in this expression is was. So this makes this expression itself a clause and not a phrase. And that means that we have to strike out option C from the list, because option C says an adverbial phrase. The expression itself is not a phrase, it is a clause. So let's go further. She left because she was tired. So because here is a relative adverb, and because it's a relative adverb, it has to take an adverbial clause because it shows the reason why the lady in question left. And let's not forget that because here answers the question of what? Why? That is the reason. So the build up to it has a finite verb in was. So clause, because, adverb of reason. So this is wrong. This is equally wrong. So our correct answer here is the adverbial clause. That will be option D.